Hi everybody, it's Debbie again, and I am back with a small thrift slash antique store journaling haul. So I'm going to zip right in because I do have a few things. The first thing are some vintage buttons that are on vintage cards. These are really pretty. They're super sparkly. They're actually real crystal. And these, I thought they were a good buy, and I use the whole thing, the buttons and the cards. Sometimes I leave the buttons on the cards, but I actually have plans to use these. So these were 2 for $1. So, that's good. That came from an antique store. This also came from an antique store. I don't know, Best Buy or not, but I'm a sucker for this stuff. This is the kind of stuff I used to make and sell myself. This is some ribbon that it's not necessarily vintage, but it has been stamped on, tea-dyed, stamped on, and it's just really pretty. It's perfect for junk journal. So it, in addition to being cute, gave me some great ideas to jump off of. And this is some vintage paper, which is super cool. Always love this kind of stuff. And just a pack of various things. Envelopes, they're all like kind of local, so they're stamped with our like local post office. And there's some book pages in different languages, which I always love and seem to struggle to find. And then some canceled checks from the Livermore office of the American Trust Company. So those are super cool. There's just a lot of neat things. Some tickets, bingo cards, a prescription from 2/25/1953. A customer complaint form. You see, there is not much room for any complaining to happen. Some envelopes, again, book pages of all different kinds. So that was cool. It was, I think, $3.50 or $4. I can't remember. And I was fine with that. I always love when I can find bigger bargains, but you know. I got this at another one. These are clearly vintage. They are vintaged naturally. Clerk's Daily Statement. And that is super cool. So there are a few of those. And then I paid 50 cents for this one piece of paper, but I don't know, something about it. I just love it. It's just a blank receipt, so I will scan that. I just love it. Okay, so there's that. I got 2 bits of lace. This is just a thin, can we see that? Thin trim, and then this one looks like that. Those are just basic. So that all came from, well, actually those came from 2 different places. And then I also got these, which are, I should have opened these before. These are game pieces, and these were marked $6, but they were half off, so each envelope was $3. So there's part old life game certificates, money from several different games, I think. There's just various different game pieces, and then these cards with the who done it, I'm guessing, and then summons and a warrant of arrest. So there's just various things. I got 2 packs of those. We'll scoot that stuff on over. Oh, jeepers. I'm going to be able to pick those up. Whatever. And then I got these at a local thrift store. these are super cool. They're cards, but they're shaped weird, differently. So I'm going to give a play with those. These are just some phonics cards and some game called Skip Bow that has a whole bunch of cards. So some of that can be altered, which is great. And then I got a few books, which I will share. This one, Sir Walter Scott. It's super old, originally super old, and this paper is so cool. So those of you who've watched my other videos know what an issue I have with taking books apart. Not sure what's going to happen with this guy, but I had to get it. And then this one is in the process of being, I didn't have a problem taking this one apart because it was falling apart. This is a university mathematical text. So I have the pages. I was making several different things with the pages last night, and we'll turn this into a smaller journal. So that was cool. And then I found this, College Spelling Studies, and it's super cool. It has study lessons. It gives you words and then their definitions, and this, I won't have a problem using these pages as well. And then I got I don't know what I'll do with this. It has cute pictures, but it's a book, the Pollyanna book. I am going to read it first because at some point in my life, people used to call me Pollyanna. Not so much anymore, but I need to read it. And then I got some children's books. This is going to be a journal for a little girl that I know who loves Pinkalicious. And then this is a little prayer book. It has some darling images and prayers. And then I found this Woody Woodpecker little golden book. I get them only when they jump out at me. I did find one today, but in an antique store, and they wanted $7 for one little golden book. But it was really old, and it was a title I hadn't seen, but I couldn't do it. $7 for one book. And then I got this Thomas book, which I will use. It's fallen apart. It's seen better days. And it's actually newer. But I will use this in a journal that I'm doing with some of my son's pictures when he was little, because he loved Thomas. And then I found these. These were a score. 2 for $1. 2 of these big for $1. I got 3 because 3 is what they had. Naturally vintaged, but they're ledger paper. Who doesn't love ledger paper? And especially when, for me, because it kind of bothers me when things are going the wrong way in my books. So this is nice. It's this legal size orientation, and so when you fold it, it's all going in the right direction. Yay. So that's it. That's my little haul. I was happy to find the things I found, and gives me a little more motivation to keep going while it's summer. My summer term starts on, I think it's the 17th or 18th of June, so I have about, I don't know, 2.5 weeks before I am once again lesson prepping and grading papers. I'll have summer for 6 weeks, and then I'll have a break again in between summer and fall. And that break is, I think, another 3 weeks. So hopefully I can crank some journals out in that time. And see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.